Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bayou Time Sports. I'm Stan Gravois, and it is my pleasure to have here at the desk with me both Marie Marcello and Cody Sanders, who do an amazing job related to the Ron Brooks Challenge. It's gotten to be something that I don't even have to explain it anymore after 19 years of doing this, where everybody understands what the Ron Brooks Challenge is. But I got to tell you, Cody, it's good to have you here. We don't have Mr. Ron here today, but we have you here. You first have to support Ole Miss, obviously. But we want you to give a little insight to this. 19 years ago, this gets started. As an Ole Miss graduate, along with Ron, talk a little bit about why and the hows of how this all got started.
Yeah, Ron was a community member in town, lifelong blood donor, looking to give back and support the community in a special way. And so he came up with this blood drive, kind of playing off of the Ole Miss LSU rivalry, see which fans can give the most blood. I moved to town in 2020, so of course he looped me in once he got another Ole Miss grad on board. But yeah, he just has a heart for the community and wanted to support our local blood bank in this way.
So you never had, prior to moving to this area, except for you guys both went to Ole Miss, there wasn't a relationship there.
No.
What's the first time you ever heard of Ron Brooks? Did somebody corner you on that one?
Oh, yeah. I think I was probably in downtown Joe's at the time, and someone learned I was an Ole Miss grad and said, hey, you got to meet this man, Ron Brooks, because he's about the biggest Ole Miss fan in this town.
One thing that Mr. Brooks does that is just extraordinary, he donates related to pints that are given. Talk about that a little bit, where those proceeds might go to.
Yeah, so Ron has some skin in the game. He personally donates $1 for every pint of blood that's given, and that goes to the foundation of Terrebonne General.
Talk about the period when this happens, because it's not a cumulative thing for all year long, and then at the end of the year they just say there is a certain given time. I notice it sort of correlates with fall and football season, but what's the times for this year?
It's going to be August 11th through September 26th, that day before the big game.
Very good, very good. Marie is a registered nurse over at Terrebonne General who is in that blood bank and sort of reaps the benefits of all of this on a year in and year out basis. People come in and they donate. You guys see your normal, I don't want to call them customers, but you see those
regular
people.
Donors.
Is this a deal where sometimes if they come in and they didn't know about the challenge, they could get involved with it then? And can you do it more than once?
Well, in the past, you could donate twice because it would run about 10 or 12 weeks. And this year it's 7 weeks. So this year, unfortunately, you can only give once during the blood drive. But in the past 19 years, it's really grown a lot. So people are very anxious about when it starts again to get their name in the hat to try to win a wonderful gift. So our first prize, the big prize, is a $750 Visa gift card.
Wow.
And then the two different footballs here, one from the Mannings and the other one from Bobby Hebert. And then your first-time donor also gets to register for Apple AirTags. And then they get this wonderful shirt that I have on, and Cody's going to show it to you. Everybody gets that every time they donate.
So when they come in to do it, during the drive, during the challenge, they'll get that shirt.
Yes.
That's very good. That's very good. I have to ask you, as a person who has been at Terrebonne General for some time, for 37 years, we were actually talking about that. If you think back to the 19 years ago when they started the challenge, you've seen it change a little bit. You've seen the number of pints, and that flows. There's an ebb and flow related to all of that.
Yes.
First, I would ask you, what have you seen? How's it grown? And two, how many pints would you guesstimate or estimate? I don't know if there's ever been a tally.
We calculated.
All right.
So in the past 19 years, at the end of 24, our total was 12,548 pints.
Wow.
Which would equates to a total of 37,644 lives that have been saved.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Thinking back to it when it first got started, did you guys, you were like, I don't know if this is going to work or whatever, but it was something excited because it got everybody fired up, right?
Right. So when we first started, it was a T-shirt, and then we changed to the dry fit shirt, and then we added the prizes. And that's, I mean, people will donate no matter what, because we have some people that come in, yes, they want to partake in this, but it's not about the prize. It's about giving blood and getting their name in the hat to try to win one of these. As
we do come towards the end of this segment, Marie actually this morning got to start this whole thing off with Mr. Ron Brooks. And there you see the picture of them actually sitting there bright and early this morning, if I'm not mistaken.
8 o'clock. Yeah.
We had to take the opportunity to put the little Rebel logo next to it. I did notice the shirts this year sort of have an Ole Miss flavor to them a little bit. Not a lot of Ole Miss people in the area necessarily, Cody, but proud of this, right? They're going to go out and do whatever they can to make sure it works, right?
Yeah, for sure. I've met a handful in the area, but they're a proud bunch, and looking forward to participating this year.
Again, we'll get that main flyer up there, Jason, if you don't mind. It starts on the 11th. It ends on the 26th. Go in there. Do you have to declare that I'm here for LSU or I'm here for Ole Miss when you do it?
No, I'm just here for the blood drive.
I'm here for the blood drive. Very good. Go out and show your support for that. Thank you guys for being here. We'll talk a little bit more about this in the near future.
Thank you.
Going to take a real quick break. We'll be back with more Bayou Time Sports right after this.
Stay tuned for more Bayou Time Sports, brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System, Community Sports Institute, Barker Honda, and Barker Kia.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bayou Time Sports. It is my pleasure to have here at the desk with me the impetus, the drive behind the Ron Brooks Challenge, the blood drive that happens every year, the 19th blood drive this upcoming year. First, to my immediate left is Marie Marcello. She is a registered nurse with the Blood Center over at Terrebonne General. And next to her is the designee, the guy who's picking up the torch a little bit, and that is Cody Sanders, a proud alum of Ole Miss and a guy who has been in our area for a few years and sort of has gotten behind this thing also. First of all, thank you all so much for taking the time to be out here. Marie, 19 years, we talk about this. We talk about the importance of blood, the giving of blood. This is something where you go in, you support it for a given time, the 11th through September 26th. And when you do that, you have the opportunity to win prizes, which we've talked about a little bit. What's just the importance of giving blood? I mean, beside the prizes and everything else that goes along with it.
Well, it's estimated that every 3 seconds someone's going to need blood. Less than 5% of the general population actually donate blood.
Is that right?
Yep. So also 1 out of every 3, and then they also say that somebody in your family before the age of 72 will require a blood transfusion. People just take it for granted that blood is always there, but you have to have your dedicated blood donors that come in on a regular basis, that it is there for that reason. So you can donate every 8 weeks, which is 56 days. It's a mini health check when you come. When you do your interview, we check your vital signs. We check your hematocrit to see how thick or thin your blood is, and if you meet the criteria to donate. And we do 17 different tests on your blood. If you had a problem with the samples, you would get a certified letter in the mail. So I always tell the donors, no news is good news.
That's right.
So, and most people say that that first 2 weeks after donating, that they have a burst of energy. They on like a natural high for 2 weeks. It makes them feel wonderful. So you can be 16, but a parent has to come with you to sign to say it's okay to donate. 17-year-olds can come on their own. If you're 17 or older, your weight parameter is 110. If you're 16, we want you to weigh 120.
Very good.
You cannot.
If you're on medications and such, you guys determine.
We have a list of, and there's not really that many medications that defer you. Of course, blood thinners will. and certain other ones. But the list is not all that long that would defer you from donating.
Cody, you're involved with this now. Obviously, I say picking up the torch from Mr. Ron. Mr. Ron's still around now, folks. I know he's not in the immediate area right now, but he still has a lot to do with this. But certainly, it's something since you have moved into the area that you've sort of jumped behind a little bit. Your reasoning for really getting involved too, was it just something that you said, you know, I could help the community by doing something like this?
Yeah. In my day-to-day job, big on being a part of the community and supporting things. And then, of course, that Ole Miss connection with Mr. Ron. It was hard to say no.
Yeah, he's a guy who he's infectious, you know, and he's very
Certainly.
involved with this, and he knows a lot of people there that are involved with it. I do want to mention this, and we did say it, we talked in a prior segment where you do, if you go in and donate, you do get a shirt. And I'll ask Cody again to hold that shirt up if he doesn't mind.
Yeah.
This is a shirt that is representational that you gave during the challenge time. And on the front, just a blood donor, but on the back, it's all of the contributors, all of the sponsors and everything. Very nice Ole Miss colors this year. They do need to change it up from year to year and things like that. Also wanted to mention that there are other gifts that go along with it. If you reach, is that reaching certain plateaus, or is it the order of finish, how you finish as far as pints or how many times you've given?
Say that again. Oh,
So
you mean the
related
plaques
to
and the...
related to the gift card or related to the footballs that are signed, is that something where the more you give, the better chance you have to win? Or
No, so during the blood drive this year, you'll only be able to give one time because this year it's only running 7 weeks. When in the past we used to run 10 or 12 weeks, so you could get 2 donations in during the blood drive. Unfortunately, this year, the span of the blood drive is only 7 weeks. So,
and you had mentioned that, you know, obviously a wonderful gift card, you know, is sort of the top prize, but for people who love the Mannings, listen,
Yes.
Ron Brooks has a tie into those guys, and he has the 3 Mannings. I'm sure he's going to have Arch on there pretty soon too. But then again, that's Texas. Maybe we don't go that route. And then the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, has a signed ball there too. So I'll ask our producer again, Jason, if he could put it up there. This is the dates, the 11th through the 26th. The goal this year, 400 pints. Doable?
oh yes, definitely.
Very good. All donors received that free commemorative T-shirt that Cody was just kind enough to show us. $750 Visa card for the top prize. We'll call it the top prize. And if you want more information, you can call 873-4025. Cody, Tiger Pride is still in there. It was on the flyer. I'm sorry. We just got to cut out the flyer to put in there, but it's okay.
That's
right?
all right.
It's okay. Thank you all for coming in, and we do wish the best. And maybe when this is all done, we'll follow up and see exactly how it went.
Okay.
Awesome.
Very good. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Got to take a break, folks. When we come back, we'll have more Bayou Time. We'll be back right after this.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.